and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, you know, tomatoes, just really nice ingredients. If you get it from a nice place, it's gorgeous. But we're into the match, and no more talking of mozzarella and bufala and stuff like that. We're into an A push from London Conspiracy at the start of Dust 2 against Alternate. And so far, so good. It's looking very nice, and obviously they obviously won the pistol. And that's always really scary, being on the CT side and having lost that pistol, having to really fight to get your economy going. This is a map where the picking styles, of course, are very, very effective. And having to try to win back against a fully fledged, you know, economy on the terrorist side, when you just have measly, you know, M4s and you can't quite afford your AWPs and your good anti-pick weapons just yet, then it gets really, really difficult. So I have to see if Alternate are able to do things right now with their M4s and their AWP finally.
It's been a while since I've seen Rubino, Polly, and Skirk playing. I'm not saying it's been a while since they have played, but it's been a while since I've seen them. Obviously, they went in our basic league, where the chunk of our streaming has been recently, along with SRTV. So I'm quite curious to see how they're doing at the moment and what they can offer in this match. They are 3-0 up at the moment. We're seeing Alternates presumably first fall by Aprox with the AWP coming out. Only one helmet there for the CT. It's going to be God B, as we find most of the terrorists towards the mid area at the moment. We've got Skirk just loitering around long, just looking for the flank, and we will find God B in the pit for the time being. That timely smoke, that's almost StarCraft level timing. Just as they're walking up the stairs, they get smoked off and completely denied. We're going to have Tizian having a look through the mid doors, trying to find out some information for his teammates. Does go down to 94 HP, so minimal damage done there. PRB just holding an angle, going to jump up to short with his teammates as well. They're waiting for the smoke to dissipate, and I think we may see an attack here onto short with a late push from long.
And they do go for the instant drop of a player to try to actually deal with the AWPer, but he can't find him through the smoke, and Proc's going to find the kill onto Rubino. And SMN comes from CT spawn. He's smoked off though, so really nice
spray. Nice name for the gun.
So, you know, if we're going to find much in the way of retakes coming in, Zonic's able to actually save his teammate's life. Skirk going to go down, and PRB executes Tizian, and that's going to be almost too easy to find the second frag as Zonix goes down as well. And it's a 2-on-1 now with Rain left over, and that bomb is so far taken. Can't quite find the frag onto Gobby, but it's more than enough, as we're going to see the eventual explosion of that C4. And Gobby and Aprox do survive despite losing the round, with the AWP left alive on Aprox and the M4 there on Gobby. So they are going to go and buy up behind this, it seems.
Indeed, they're going to force it up around that AWP, and they're going to need to make that work in this round. Aprox so far with 2 kills on the CT side. Polly taking out Zonix though through those mid doors. He gets the gap, and it's going to be a one-man disadvantage for Alternate with all of 10 seconds gone in this round. We do have a 2-man push down long. Going to secure it. Going to have Tizian going back to Carl for the time being, and going to see Gobby here left in the bomb site on his own. He seems to be lining himself up for a peek with the shadow on the floor, which is quite interesting. I haven't seen that before. So he's going to be jumping around for a while, happy style, and may find himself with a 2-man assault here from London Conspiracy. He's got to line up that flashbang as well so he can peek behind it. So got to be using all the mathematical angles here to his advantage. We could see a 3-man push to secure long here by London Conspiracy, looking away from the flashbangs here. No support for Godby yet, no support at all. He's still the only man at long, and he's got 3 people to deal with here. The flashes are coming in though from his teammates. Aprox coming in with the flashes to help. Got to get some crossfire for the CTs as well, but Rubino will take down Godby first, and Aprox does get a trade frag, but can he escape? Gets 2 frags, 2 for 2 here on long, and PRB taking down Aprox, and only 2 people left for Team Alternate here. This is going to be a hard hold.
Yeah, there's pretty much an army coming for Godby there in the pit. And SN, they're in a nice position, but that smoke is going to be definitely putting in work. Tizian coming in from the top, is able to drop 1 man. PRB is there left standing, but the bomb is held now by Tizian. And in comes SMN from the back, and PRB all gets downed by Tizian's P250 as Polly comes in to try to save the round now. In he comes, jumping on top, almost making it happen with the Glock. Not quite, however. 4-1 the score, as we have a London Conspiracy able to still be on some great money, actually, with 3 players on 7K.
That was an important round for Alternate. Managed to save the AWP as well, and London Conspiracy possibly too slow to push that site once they finally did clear long, and Alternate will find their way onto the scoreboard here. But it looks like we're going to have a meat push here towards the B bomb site by London Conspiracy. Not much map control outside of that. Nobody in mid at the moment. Just got Skirk loitering with an AK and T spawn. So I'm quite curious to see what kind of strat comes out from London Conspiracy. I'm going to be going towards the lower tunnels with 3 men at the moment. So only so much space for those guns to fire. Fortunately for them, there's no quick push here from Team Alternate on short. Got the nades in to clear the area just in case, but they won't find anyone just yet. All members on 100 HP here. Some peeking going on in mid. Tizian will spot it as well and give some information to his teammates. We have the flash coming in towards B, but S&M's too far away to exploit it quickly, and PRB will take him out.
So you might see the push here from Alternate now in God B on long. They definitely are feeling a lot of pressure towards the B split. There's definitely a strong option now. They already got the pick towards B. Rubino going to come in now, and it's a nice defensive setup from Alternate, but oh, he finds the head of Tizzy and runs straight into the AK. Sonics are going to hold on to it just for a moment longer to get a single kill, but that's pretty much it. And London Conspiracy completely gutting the defense. Alternate with a push early on, making their lives very harder as their defense became thin. And God be able to pick up a frag onto Poly there, as they will try to survive with these weapons. Their money is in shambles. Not looking good at all, as London Conspiracy taking lots of rounds together. And this is where things get really, really desperate. Now Alternates have are going to be reset on the consecutive round lost money bonus.
Indeed, Alternate going to need a car boot sale to get some money together to buy in this next round. They should hopefully save the AWP, and that's going to be a little bonus there for Aprox, getting a little bit of kill bonus and taking out Rain. That is going to cost him about 4,500 to get back into this game on the T side. AWP coming out for Poly on the T side, so this Aprox is going to have some contention here. Got a Deagle coming out for Zonix, and just the pistols for Tizian and SMN as well. We'll see who can get a frag first. Poly is going to go for a late peek in mid, and is not going to be challenged just yet. We've got Aprox holding an angle onto the top of short for the time being. So we do have 2 Ts on the top of short, actually, top of mid, short area. Looking for potentially a bait and peek here, maybe, for London Conspiracy. There's a flashbang coming in, but Aprox is holding a superior angle for the time being. And again, we've just got the T's huddling, just sharing body heat around top of mid. We'll see where they choose to push. And, I have to have a look at the angle that Aprox is holding for the time being to see if he can find any T's here. We have one going into his crosshairs, but a bit late on the peak. He was looking lower down into the slope, so won't have any connection there. He is going to be a bit passive here and rotate his position potentially, as he is only one of 2 members of Alternate here with primary rifles, primary guns.
So London Conspiracy killing all the time on the clock to try to find an early kill. They know that the money is actually really low, and they're trying to. They know that the 2 weapons are saved, so they're trying to actually figure out how to deal with this situation. And they haven't found any picks. So really big credit to Alternate to not give anything away early on. And London Conspiracy now forced to find the pushes to get the kills, and they are finding that. And here is SMN, does get taken down from the side by PRB, and so they have picked the right side away from the weapons. And then this is one of those situations where this is the plan. If they attack into the weapons, then they can fight and maybe actually make a round of it. If they don't, then they can actually go for the save, and that's exactly what they are doing, and especially Aprox having an AWP. Very save-worthy. Very save-worthy. And Zonix actually finds a frag with the Deagle as well, so can he find anything else for the shots? And he has himself an AK. But now PRP going to lob in, slam dunk Zonix with that HE. Alright, so it looks like we might find a challenge from PRB. He is there on the angle, but it looks like the time is about to run out. Okay, so they are going to keep the AWP and the M4 alive, so that's really, really nice for them. Of course, still unable to really buy properly, but they should really go for it, I think. In fact, they're going to do the same buy as they did the previous round, just buying up a little bit extra.
Oh, we've got Deags, man. What if these Deagles stick together? Never mind, one of them's died, but what if they stick together like Scouts did, going for the meat shots together? That would have been an interesting tactic, but it's not to be in this round at least, as Poly has other ideas. taking out somebody through the doors once again, and a second one as well.
Oh,
Both teams going down to Poly.
He didn't know what he was running into there. Into the fray against 4 players. Tizian now managed to pick up the AWP, and he's keeping it alive. It's...
This is going to be an impossible hold for him. Look at the hunt. It begins already. And he may want to play some kind of close quarters position like the tunnel stairs. We can get a quick frag and escape around a few corners. But he's going to go for the maximum ranged game and head on the T-spawn to B slope here. He does have the flank coming in from PRB. He's got such a long time to try and save this weapon. Can he get the first frag? Yes, he can, but that's going to allow the T's to accelerate. Look at the radar. They're like ants. The bait comes in from Rain. Doesn't get him. He gets a second frag, but strafes a bit too far, and Skirk rips off his head. He's going to need a 2-pace to replace that hole.
Okay, so 7 rounds for London Conspiracy. They're doing a really good job at the moment. Obviously, Poly has been doing fantastic with the AWP. I'm going to see him already just whiffing a shot there, looking for more damage. But they aren't going to challenge middle. It's basically a massive void at this point, as Alternate they have such limited money at the moment, and they're so far behind the rounds. They don't really want to risk even challenging an AWP directly, which is I think that's quite a smart way to approach this. But at the same time, London Conspiracy can approach this with that knowledge and try to play against it. And we'll have to see what they decide to go with in this round. But at the moment, it's looking very default. They are taking a lot of retail. They have a control of Longhouse. They've got control of Upper Dark and also Short. If they can get the pick on Short, that's then going to inform them how to approach. But beautifully timed smoke there. That's going to prevent the picking. And London Conspiracy might just decide, all right, let's see what information we got. Let's just go for a B or an A split. So we'll have to see what they decide. I don't think they've really been given all that much info just yet.
Indeed. Slowly does it in this run. We've got 3 people facing mid at the moment. They're just waiting for the peak. They want to get the trade kill at worst here on the AWP, but Aprox has other ideas, and it's going to be playing A slope with the AWP, and London Conspiracy smoking themselves off and jumping into CT spawn. This is going to be quite interesting. As Tizian does go down to a trade kill from Rain, and SMN getting revenge there for Team Alternate. So they have a 1-man advantage, but they are 6 rounds down, and they need to get everything they can right now. Zonic's holding the B bomb site. Great team flashes coming in. Gets a second frag as well. That's going to be the bomb down. Only 1 man standing here for London Conspiracy. That's going to be Rubino. Can he get the frag? He gets the first frag. He's got 4 HP left. He needs to survive because the time runs out, picks up the AWP, and gets turned into Ribena afterwards by Gob-B.
All right, so that was. I mean, they finally lose the AWP. They've been saving that AWP. That had been carried through many rounds. That AWP has seen many failures and many defeats, but it finally does get laid to rest. Sonic gets tagged early on. That's not really a nice way to start the round, and Alternate definitely seem to be getting crushed by London Conspiracy right now, not able to quite find their feet. Once again in with a situation where they've got the buy going for them, but they have been playing, of course, very reactionary. We're not really seeing much in the way of aggression. They've been playing from behind for so long there. They never really feel comfortable, I should imagine, to take risks even. And that pop flash to frag is picture perfect. The Kodak moment there onto Tizian as Alternate now are a man down, and they have to settle to a site. So it is, the world is London Conspiracy's oyster at the moment. They can do anything they want.
You can see all the nades coming through to mid. They've bounced the smoke off the wall into CT spawn. They're faking the mid to B push at the moment, hoping that the CTs rotate. And they are going to slow down and walk back up to top mid at the moment. So I'm quite curious as to what kind of push we're going to see here. You can see Gob-B getting a bit anxious at long, walking around. Poly getting a fantastic kill onto Zonix there. And they're hoping that the CTs do rotate. But if we go to long, we can see that Gob-B... Finally, the rotation's coming in, but surprise, there's 3 people waiting for him. It all gets taken out. Aprox has got an important position on Short, though. Can he get the angle first?
Here we go. Aprox could save the round. They're going to make it hard with the smokes, though. And, not quite finding anything there. That's SMN now coming in. SMN going to be finding the first kill. That's a 1-on-1 against Skirk now. M4 comes out. Head is found, but doesn't get the following bullet to finish him off. So AK rules supreme in that situation as London Conspiracy go 8 to the 2 of Alternate.
Alternate were 7 HP away from finding their third round in this first half, but it wasn't to be, and they find themselves 6th round down 2 from a possible 10 right now, and Poly is just causing all kinds of havoc. Let's have a quick look at the kill board and see what the frags are looking like at the moment. Rubino going huge, in fact, for London Conspiracy with 12 frags, and Poly not far behind with 8, so great play there from London Conspiracy side so far. Oh, and he's moved before he took the shot, and it's hit the box, hasn't even gone into B. But somehow Poly is down to 21 HP, and his opponent down to 11. So some trades coming in there, but no deaths just yet. You're going to have to both watch out for grenades. We can see.
This is another one of the inherent disadvantages for the CTs and managing money on this map, is that in a lot of maps, you have a lot of positions where the CTs can play close range, or they can fall back to cover, and they can use the map architecture to their advantage. But in this map, I mean, if you're the terrorist side and you only have 3,800 and you can buy yourself AKs and armor, you're fine. Just go out and find the picks. The pick play is really dominant. If you have a flash or a smoke or two, you can put together some really nice stuff. But when it comes to the CTs, it's much different than that. You can't really find much love unless you have a lot of money. It's much harder to play with low economy on this map compared to some of the other maps as the CT side. So you can see Alternate here having to eco a lot and always play from behind. And we've seen a lot of really devastating matches that went exactly this way. I think there was that one match, I think it was quite a while ago, it was Epsilon against LDLC, which was like Epsilon had this kind of a start, and they got a 16-4 result against LDLC. So definitely, I think Alternate not quite finding any momentum is nothing to really hold against them in this situation. No thoughts on that at all, James. Just gonna leave it there.
We have Deagles coming out for Team Alternate. As we are in the 12th round, still with 2 on the board. Their economy is being savage, but that is going to be the first frag for them. They could try and pressure Poly. He's stuck in the corner right now. Nate's coming up for Poly. Does get the frag on SMN with assistance from a teammate there. So Poly may escape his predicament for the time being, but it's going to be another frag there for Alternate. But there are 3 more frags to go. If they can play these close quarters and keep out trouble for a while, then it may be hard for Poly to proceed with the AWP. And as you can see, he's picked up the AK for more versatility, as they do have a man disadvantage there as they funnel through the tunnel towards the B bomb site. So got to be very, very careful. Again, you can see Skirk hanging around in T-spawn, making sure that there's no flanks coming in. You can see the positioning from the CTs. They're all ready. And we're going to see some quick information peeks here from Zonix. Just jumping past, doesn't want to get tagged and fragged. And Titin soon to find the info. He's going to stay alive as long as possible. Gets a quick tag through the box. And he gets a second one. More teammates coming in to help. And 2 men left, 1 man left for London Conspiracy. These Deags coming in doing the work. Tizian not having any of it. Sending these guys into next week with these 1 Deags.
Beautiful stuff. And Alternate coming back into the match with some nice display of individual skill and just beautiful pistoling. And London Conspiracy, maybe they will get broken now, and we can see that. Oh, okay, that's not a good way to start the round. Poly already getting 1 and then tagging a prox down to 12 health. Yeah, that's not going to feel that good, especially after they just had such a nice round, and even perhaps drawing some momentum from that. Skirk is locking down the A-long house at the moment. Fall back, in fact, and all this stepping is going to be heard by God B, in fact. So they should actually realize what's going on already. But God B is actually hanging on to his position and not pushing just yet, as is definitely smart. London Conspiracy still playing with the round time. And sitting on middle.
Is not to be trifled with in mid. That man has been doing some serious fragging, but the mid play is gone for now, as the push is coming in from both Rain and Rubino, it seems. So the B players are going to be in trouble, as they seem to have no idea the flank is real. Rubino just looking away from the flashbangs of his team. Keeps an eye on the flank as well, and they all come through together, and that's going to be a 5-man push on the B bomb site, with the CTs completely unbeknownst to the flank. Only 2 remaining. What is the decision here now? We have one of them in T spawn, and he's going to be chased by PRB already, so there's about to be a collection of mines there. PRB's mine is in his bullets, and now that's in God B's. The only man standing is going to be Aprox with all of 12 HP here. It's got to save this AWP once again. Now he gets a frag, but his position is exposed.
Clutch or kick. It's doing pretty well so far. Oh, there we go. Goes down the end. Not going to see the fifth Lauren ace situation there for Aprox. All right. By the way, you didn't bring the fifth Lauren jar.
I didn't bring the 50 jar.
You didn't.
No.
So complacent sometimes.
I
James.
brought some other glass and it broke in my bag. So
Yeah.
you can't break the 50 jar.
That's true. It's too big of a risk.
Indeed.
Too big of a risk. All right. So 10-3 is the score. London Conspiracy bringing things back immediately, not even allowing Alternate to grip onto the match at all. You know, after they got a round win or two together.
No kung fu grip for Alternate.
No, it's very slippery in fact, and it is a slippery slope as the London Conspiracy are running away with things again. And Poly just immediately stopped that momentum after getting the pick on middle and the tag, and things just get worse and worse from there. As we see the very, very unfortunate buy for Alternate, not able to afford better than FAMAS is for 3 of the players. And the pick looked for here by Poly, and he's going to just slowly find that angle. But is he going to get the whack-a-mole here? He's not quite quick enough. So Poly going to back off now. His position's been discovered, and they're going to make the push on towards God B's position here at long. So God B, is he going to be able to perform here with the FAMAS? Oh, immediately destroyed. And that's not a good way to start things off here for Alternate. Aprox is deciding to try to push short so he doesn't get isolated on the site by the push of the long players. And in they go. Oh, this is really good for him, but they can't quite find the frag either. SMN and Tizian going to have to try to save things now as they do move it to a 3-on-3.
Poly only lost 40 HP there on short, which seems a bit crazy. The bomb has been picked up by the T's, and Poly will defend short from close range with that orb. Does get a second frag as well. Did he see the last man? That's the question. He's going to see him in a second if he does go for the full peak here. No, he's going to keep an eye on short. And it will be PRB to take him out. 11-3 now for London Conspiracy. And this is not looking good for Alternate at all.
Yeah, Poly's been making some really important frags and kind of beasting it, and really kept their momentum rolling as we see the eco indeed. Yeah, well, it's not really well. Obviously, it's not eco. They buy what they can, but obviously it's the last round. So
we've got double dig.
What they could buy is almost nothing, just pistols and armor, and a few nades. But Godby actually going to pick up a frag on long.
Sonic's down to 50 HP already. Had a clean half HP, just being chopped off completely. Godby down to 14 HP, but there is a man advantage there. And that's another frag coming in for them. SMN taking out Rubino with that trusty PT50. Great recoil on that gun. Allows you to get a lot of headshots with a high fire rate. So 2-man disadvantage now. PRB looking to find someone, and find someone he will, but is he going to kill them or is he going to get killed? Sonic's again with the Deagle. He's going to be baiting for his team, and SMN, the bait went perfectly. SMN gets shot in the head. Now it's just Rain and Poly with the AWP. This is going to be a very hard push. Poly's going to have to try and find an AK here, otherwise things could get real bad real fast.
Yeah, Zonix is looking for that shot with you. It's being really annoying and just distracting. We saw already that simple tactic has given a couple kills to SMN, as they do worry so much about that guy on the actual site, on the double boxes.
In this situation, I think Poly should try and throw his AWP away where they can't get it, because 5-on-1.
It's the last round, so...
Oh, yeah, of course it is, yeah. Sorry.
It's actually going to take 3 frags there. That CZ, man, it is
Poly
so
is
good.
A damn Terminator. It's going to be 4-11 in favor of the LC team. We are going to switch over now and find them on the CT side.
Landan Conspiracy. There are some people who say it like Landan. But Landan.
Oh, mate. Pie and chips. Cod and chips, mate. Do you think the London Conspiracy team eat cod and chips?
I don't know. Do you eat cod and chips? I've never eaten that.
You've never eaten cod and chips?
Okay, I have, but maybe like twice ever.
Who are you trying to be then if you said you haven't?
You're a fraud.
You're a fraud. You're a shadow of your former self, DDK.
I don't like football either. Does that also make me a fraud?
No, not really. But I mean, cod and chips. There's no excuse.
Well, okay, I've had it a couple times.
What about pies? Pie and mash?
Not really.
A lot of work to do with you, DDK. Anyway, pistol round. A B rush here from Team Alternate, just going straight in, balls to the wall here. 4 people in the site. You can see London Conspiracy instantly playing for the retake, had nobody on the site to begin with. And Poly's going to push, try and stop the plant, but going to get the wrong man. But he does get a man, and it's going to be a one-man advantage here. But we have a flank position here from Zonix, while we have 3 CTs pushing the tunnel. They're looking for the flank, actually, but Zonix does find Skirk, actually, and he does also...
Oh my god.
Sorry, his teammates take out Poly and Rain, so this is going fantastically well for Team Alternate. Only PRB remaining at the moment in the tunnel area, and they're hunting for him already.
SMN's like making his Glock work look like he's got like a suppressor on that thing. It's so accurate. And oh my god. I swear, SMN's got no recoil on his Glock. Those were some awesome shots from SMN there. And that is definitely really nice. We're going to see the P90 coming out, some Galils, as Alternate are splashing the cash, making their lives a little bit easier now. As this is maybe the first time that Alternate really have had a decisive advantage on the money, really. Because I mean, they won the pistol round. The entire first half, they were just getting completely bullied by London Conspiracy. Norwegians having their way with them. Alternate taking their prisoners. Ruben able to get a quick kill though onto God B as they make their way up. And we'll have to see now if any more damage can come in from London Conspiracy onto Alternate and force those rebuys to attack the economy. And so far, it's not really going their way, and these long-range positions are certainly not going to help them all that much. Although that said, Skirk is able to find the quick one-on-one and the frag on a proc. So that's 2 men down and a P90 still.
Indeed, I think any further abuse in this round will be limited, as Skirk has all of 7 HP. We'll be saving that Pro 90 while his teammate Rain positions himself for an exit frag and a potential weapon pick. Does go for the peak. Will do a little bit of damage to SMN, but nothing significant. Has the teammate to back him up now. And Rain will make his escape, save his CZ and his full armor. That full armor going to be quite important at it. That is a whole $1,000 he can take through to the next round. And if he picks up a weapon, he'll be in good stead to do some more damage with that armor. And his Skirk going to try and shoot Rain down a little bit. A bit paranoid there, but don't worry, it's a teammate, it's me. Did you see that, like, there was a Japanese military guy who had been in the jungle for like the last kind of 30, 40 years and had no idea that the war had stopped?
I heard about that, actually.
It took him it took them a week to persuade him out of the jungle. It's crazy. Anyway, we have S-Men with a passive position, expecting an eco here. Going to be looking for the flanks.
Was that relevant in any way?
Hey, I think it was, man. This is war right here.
This is war.
These guys want to go to Sweden, and they'll do anything to get there.
What is it good for?
Is that from like a song?
Yeah, you're supposed to know that. It's supposed to like...
It rings a bell, but I don't know, not enough sleep.
Haven't you seen Rush Hour? Jackie Chan and
oh, that one, okay. Well, your rhyming's off, bro.
Can't work with this. Can't work with this guy.
You have the melody of a train track.
And so we've got PRB in a nice position. Going to get taken down to revisit this later. And we'll see again if they can do any more damage. They did save the P90, of course, on Rain. And already the denial from Ruben, and that's good work. And Rain jumping around with the P90, having all kinds of fun. And Poly able to find a headshot onto Godby. This is actually heavy losses already for Alternate. 2 men down, 3 men down. And that is really nice from London Conspiracy. Alternate going to be buying up here, but certainly not so far away from being forced to an eco. So London Conspiracy, they just have to take this round to reassert themselves on the map and put Alternate to troubling times. And we'll have to see if Poly is able to keep up the shenanigans.
That is an expensive round indeed, and it's going to be Godby. It was going to be Godby, but he's in fact thrown, I think he was playing for the spawns there, and it's thrown the AWP over to Aprox, so he's going to be back in the driving seat of the big green gun. On the other side, he's going to be facing Poly, who is very, very fearsome at the moment with that. He's holding an angle on short for the time being, so Alternate are going to have to be careful in order to not get their heads completely ripped off by that man. But Alternate getting back into this match, only 4 rounds behind at the moment, so anything possible here for either of these two teams.
Yeah, and Poly's now moved his position towards B, which is actually not where the rush is going to come in. We do have PRB and Rubino playing long, and they are going to try to keep themselves in a really nice position here if this A-split does come into play. And they don't have a lot of information about what's actually happening at the moment, and they don't have anybody anywhere near the A-bomb site. Apart from the closest guy second to them is is Rain, who's actually playing the B side of middle. So
T's go for the push through mid here. Look at the positioning from the CTs. We've got 3 people in the B area, and the pop flash is ready. This could get really disgusting real fast. He could throw the flash now. Here's the nades coming in. Might be a bit too late on that, though.
Perfect pop flash. They're so blind. Never been so blind in their life. Zonic's going to come in for the trade frag, but London Conspiracy already making quick work of this push. Approx on a 4 points of health. Doesn't matter though. Gets the flick shot onto PRB as Polly goes down to Zonix, and somehow, somewhere they come out with the advantage. Rubino going to make his way in behind the flashes and see what he can do. He knows that one of them's really low, and that's a great bit of movement there from Rubino. The maneuvers are strong. Oh, that's a great flash there. I haven't seen that pop flash before actually. We're always seeing new pop flashes. Actually, that's
not a new one. I know that one.
You know that one. All right. Well, that's the beauty of this game. That there's so much.
There's always
so much possible with grenades.
Exactly. There's always a new flash to be found, and that is not the most common one. There are a few ways you can pop flash into the site. That one wasn't so successful based on the positioning of the T's on that occasion. So wasn't to be a glorious round. And Alternate are fighting their way back into this match. Not over yet, guys. Only 3 rounds behind now. They've got all the guns as well versus the Eco Rubino with an aggressive push here in long, just trying to find out some information so his teammates can rotate. But there will still be 2 people in long. They may hear the T's running up towards short, as we do have a rotation coming in from PRB back to the A site.
Yeah, Rain spotted nothing here on upper dark, so
we do have 3 Terrors on short, looking into lower B. Just want to get a pick, just to make things a little bit easier for them. Maybe a bit scared of the CT positions. We are in the era of the CZ, and anything can happen in this round, guys.
So it's going to be the push onto the A bomb site, and only 2 CZs really that are notable in the hands of London Conspiracy. So Alternate looking good in this round. To see if they are able to sustain 0 losses as they move forward onto that plant and just completely executing everyone who stands in defense of the site. And the Prox even using the Glock to finish off PRB there as Rubino and Skirk come in. Great flick shot there from a Prox, as we will have now Rubino, the last man standing. What can he do? That CZ. Fuchsia is now. And he's not going to find much. He's going to run out of bullets before he finds a kill, it almost looks like. As he keeps going for the re-challenges. He might as well. Can't quite find anything though. It's very awkward. I feel sorry for him there. Always sucks when you can't quite find the frag quickly.
One of these AKs is called Airsoft Beast, which I thought was quite cool. I have a few guns, but they're not airsoft. They're real guns, baby. But my friend bought an airsoft rifle, actually, recently. I wanted you to know this, DDK. I get the impression that you don't care, but I want you to know this. I need you to know this, DDK.
I think you're right. I don't care. But what is it?
I don't know. I can't remember.
All right, well, regardless, quick advantage found by London Conspiracy already in this round against Alternate. And Alternate 3 rounds behind. And there's Polly with another frag. Got B going down on the challenge, or rather even the peak in information finding play up short. And that's going to really hinder the options for Alternate, as they don't have anybody controlling short. So that's less options for them. And for London Conspiracy, it's an easier defense overall and more information. So I'll have to see now if Alternate dare re-challenge Polly, because it does look like they are trying to peek somebody up catwalk. And it's going to be a Prox, which can make sense here, but Polly is still on the angle and ready for this. You can see a Prox there, going to toss over the flash first. The flash does come in, and Polly going to miss the shot, but he is aware of the presence now. Prox going to go for the drop, and PRB is ready to receive it. Really well played there by PRB, good positioning, but the entry is found by SMN. They're going to try to make their way into the bomb site, and so far it's so good, but I don't know if they're going to get this bomb down. The fire does prevent Skirk from moving in, and the plant is covered by that fire. That's beautiful there from Alternate, and that might just have given them the time they needed. But Tizzy and SMN combined 25 points of health against 4 players. I am certainly not confident in their ability to hold this one. Oh, wow. They would do well to get some more frags here, but Polly is coming in with 1. It's 2 already, and Polly with another. This guy has been on point all match.
Polly's on point like a big pencil right now, and he is topping the leaderboard for his team, London Conspiracy, But Alternate are getting closer and closer here. They are able to buy after getting that bomb plant. Aprox going to be whipping out another AWP straight away. 4 AKs for the terrorist side. And now we can see SMN there with 23 frags and Poly with 21. So different weapons providing different results for both teams here. SMN with the AK, Poly with that AWP. Poly is really doing so much work here for London Conspiracy. Alternate must find a way to keep him out of the game if they are to bring this back to 12-12.
And it's certainly not looking particularly good right now for Alternate, as unless they can find a quick entry, it seems like London Conspiracy are really hot when it comes to these retakes. They've often been able to inflict quite a substantial amount of damage. But we do have, of course, Poly on the angle. He's going to have to do the Cali right now. Do the Cali and do it good in this position with the AWP. We do have Tizzy, and he's going to be the first man moving in. Is the short play... Are they just going to do this? Are they just going to barrel everyone up short? And there's the first frag. Poly is going to catch Tizzy, who's trying to drop down. And that's it. PRB catches SMN, who was trying to drop down. All looking good here for London Conspiracy until GodB annihilates Poly. Rubino now kind of isolated at long as his teammates need to reinforce. Oh, he's almost going to get GodB down. 1 HP left on GodB. He's going to get the bomb planted. And there goes the Molotov. GodB in a good position, though, despite the health, as London Conspiracy takes some time now to try to synchronize their positions. We do have Rain coming up from short as Skirk works the long angle. Fox missing some shots here. They get flashed. This is getting dangerous as they get closer and closer. And PRB going to take down Zonix. Aprox, though, does finally deal with Skirk over at the long area as he's looking for the next shot. But that bomb is so far ticked. Even though PRB is going to get the damage done, it's going to be the end of the round as that bomb will explode and everybody dies. Everyone must die. All men must die.
That's how Game of Thrones ends. Everyone dies.
All men must die.
What's that from? Why men?
That's from Game of Thrones.
Oh. Oh, you're a reader of it, aren't you?
Yes, I am a reader.
I'm just a watcher.
I read
pictures.
books. I read books, James.
You read books, mate?
I'm a reader. We got ourselves a reader. For those familiar with Bill Hicks and his
Alternate,
his
2 rounds behind. LC on the Eco, CZ, and P250, and not much else from their jumbo cell.
You get some damage done onto Zonix, so they might even pick themselves up the AK, but he does have some teammates nearby, so... Oh, he's going to go for the suicide grenade. Doesn't get even a frag with it, though. And they do actually pick up the weapon. So this is looking really awkward, actually, all of a sudden, for Alternate. London Conspiracy getting a lot of weapons picked up. 2 AK-47s, no armor, though. That aim punch going to hurt, but they've already got Tizian and Aprox down to significantly, or rather, just severely low health. This is very doable, actually. They don't have a kit on them, though, so they have to be fast. They can't mess around. They got to go in now. There's no waiting for this, and that was a nice chunky damage onto Rubino with that grenade. Oh, great pick there from Rubino. The two others go down instantly, though, and PRB, the man without the rifle, is left over. He gets the shot onto Tizian, but Aprox is able to silence him, and that's going to be the round there for Alternate. So this started out very, very one-sided. London Conspiracy all over it, on top of things. But as we can see on the scoreboard, but now, you know, it's going really, really well for Alternate.
Indeed. They are getting into this game further and further. Now they've closed the gap to a mere 1 round. We have a fourth spy coming out for London Conspiracy, lacking nades, lacking helmets. Helmets won't matter so much, but obviously the nades will stop them from being able to cut down part of the map for a extended period of time here. So they're going to have to stand up and face these terrors. So we're going to be looking for the 1 shots to the face with these AKs. They will have a significant advantage in this round, unless Poly has something to do with it. But Aprox says, no, Poly, you must leave the building. Deal or no deal? No deal for Poly. So that's a huge frag here for Alternate. And here comes the second one. Zonix taking down Rubino, and that will be long, falling to the terrorist side. Now they can push the A side from long and short at the same time, which will be very difficult for Team London Conspiracy to hold here. We do have Skirk currently in no man's land, trying to push a smoke towards the A slope, but he's going to try and rotate back to the A bomb site now and meet up with his teammate, PRB.
And they go for the short push. And of course, Skirk Jerk holding on to the AWP. SMN in now, and they are getting ground. That's a nice catch from SMN, getting 2 players taken out with that AK-47, finding all the heads. And Rain is now going to just chill over by T-Spawn. So good, I respect this choice. I respect the choice of the coward. Okay, it's not coward. That's a bit harsh. Gonna see if we can find some exits though.
Alternate's barely taken any damage in this round, and that was a really nice place actually for Rain to hide, and he does get 2 frags. Going to be a bit of bonus money. He's not going to be greedy and try and grab an AK. Just going to get the hell out of dodge there, and let's see if he can hold versus these remaining Ts. Does look likely. I think the only person who could challenge him here would be God B, but I don't think they're going to meet today.
Okay, so Prox on the AWP. Let's see if he's able to pick anything up here. Obviously, London Conspiracy aren't able to afford one themselves. So, Prox going to go for the timing pick towards Long. This is going to be interesting if he's going to be able to get this. It is Rubino who's on this angle, and Prox going to miss the shot. Well, not even just rattle it off there. He's got support as well, as we do see Rubino coming in with the CZ, and Gobby picks off Rain in the meantime, as Rubino will make his way around. Get shut down. So we're at a 12-12 score here between these two teams, and it's not looking good for London Conspiracy right now because the momentum is fully with Alternate at this period of time.
It's in fact looking really bad. That will make it a little bit better though, but if they can't get the money to give Polly an AWP, then things are going to go bad. That is a nice double dink there from Polly with the USPS to take down God B, and a 3v3, 2 rifles on London Conspiracy. This is not over yet.
Absolutely not. The Molotov is going to go down. That's going to allow easy plant situation. The grenade to finish off Polly. As Prox is just watching the flank. He does hand or toss over the bomb to Tizian to get it down. Skirk is ever vigilant. He is going to get taken out again. And there's the incendiary. That's going to actually burn Tizian a little bit, as he is going to reposition the plant the bomb. PRB going to be coming in now. He is going to need a miracle to pull this one off. And he is going to decide to actually just fall back with his M4. You can see the money there. They can actually buy behind this. Yeah, they can actually go for a buy after this, but it's not going to be the best buy in the world. Let's be honest. I forget how many rounds they've lost in a row, but I imagine they've got probably around 1,900 at least, or 2,400 of consecutive round loss money bonus. So yeah, they got a pretty decent buy coming up. And
Polly does manage to get the AWP, but he's naked. No armor whatsoever. He is going balls to the wall right now. He needs to clutch for his team to bring them back into this. They have a 1-round deficit, but we're getting towards the clutch stage of this first map at the moment. 13-12 alternate with the 13. Then it's going to be a nice nade coming in, and Rubino will get a frag through the smoke, which is going to be an important early advantage for London Conspiracy as they look to tie things up here.
If Alternate win this, I mean, this round means 2, basically. So if Alternate win this, they're pretty much a match point. So it's a really important round for London Conspiracy to take hold of. And already they are a man up. Polly perhaps put to the test as they walk through the smoke. Polly, does he know? Can he feel the presence of Alternate as they make their way? And he's going to hear the stepping now, perhaps soon to rattle off some shots through that smoke. Find the angles. In they go, going to be crashing down out of the window onto the B bomb site. Alternate with 2 quick frags. Tizian with those, thanks to the AK. And we're going to see a very nasty position here from a Prox. Would you look at this? It is going to be very awkward now for Polly, who's going to come in. He surely won't check this angle.
He's done it before, so he might.
There he is. Prox ready, and he does get the shot, and they lose Polly. And you can see that this cues them to fall all the way back after losing Polly. They don't like their chances after that. And oh my goodness, so Alternate going to take this round, and we already mentioned that the money in London Conspiracy is so bad that they are forced to eco it up now, but at least they keep a couple rifles alive. I don't think they're in a position to really force behind this. Let's check the money. I guess they could go for it if they wanted to, but it would be FAMASes.
Yeah, they could go for a FAMAS buy with no nades here.
Yeah.
But that's going to be all in, and it looks like they are going to go all in indeed. They're going to spin the wheel. Still in T-Spawn, just getting those last bits and bobs out. Sold the kitchen sink, family china, and they've put everything on black. see if it comes in, because if it doesn't, then this is pretty much a wrap for game one.
Yeah, so they've done actually crazier things so far against Alternate, but
Dan, you look like a man who sold the family china and bet it on black.
I actually have a fervent hatred for gambling. I don't like non-skill based things. Things that can't be solved. Well, things that can't be solved with.
You're just mad nerdy.
Skill. I'm too nerdy for that stuff. All right, so London Conspiracy going to be moving in with the entry frag, or rather the defensive frag, to take down Zonic straight away. Godby going to try to find himself the control of Long. It is contested largely, but Rubino will finally fall, and it's a 3-on-3. Make that a 3-on-2 now as Alternate storming the A bomb site, and the bomb is on a prox who's got the AWP in hand. He's going to have to palm that bomb across crossover. Let's see if he's able to do that. Yeah, going to toss it over. Indeed, there's no smoke for that, and in fact, he's going to be able to cover Long now. So it's all on Rain, it's all on Skirk to save this. London Conspiracy might just lose the first map here against Alternate. They're unable to get this retake going for themselves. So in comes Skirk from the side. It's a nice position. There goes the flash, but he's sort of worried about two angles. Rain is going to pick off one player. Skirk is going to try to keep the guy at Long occupied. A prox is there now with the AWP, takes down Skirk. Rain going to be coming in already with the double there, going for the defuse. Is he actually going to pull this off? In fact, he's not defusing. He's going to get annihilated by a prox. The AWP coming in, a great plant for Long, and that's 15-12 match point, and enough money to swing together a buy, but it is once again not the optimal buy they were looking for.
The room for error is nil here for London Conspiracy. They must play 3 perfect rounds here to take it into overtime, and there is going to be a shot onto Skirk, 18 HP through the smoke, so great timing there from Aprox, and Skirk's not going to be happy with that. We have possible aggression from the Long players. Let's see, they're going to hold the angle there, but Zonix is going to be looking in their direction, so they're going to have to be careful. There we can see Zonix, but the A players have retreated, one back to site and the other back to the pit area. There is a congestion, it seems, around the bottom of mid, as we do find Tizian and Godby going up towards short at the moment. There is only PRB, it seems, on site for the CTs at the moment. We'll see where the Ts do choose to go, as the CTs are just holding angles for the time being.
Polly about to find some action. In comes the pop flash. That's beautiful there. Polly going to find himself 2 easy kills as they have their hands over their eyes. And Polly going to also spot, I think, 2 players running towards Dark. And in fact, that's going to make Polly run towards the B bomb site. But in fact, Alternate going to switch things up, jump over towards short. This is spotted now. Oh! PRB denied completely by Zonix as they are going to storm that A bomb site. There is, of course, Rubino in place, ready to deal with this. Does get a nasty tank there onto Godby's head. And that's going to put Godby on 8 health, 26 health for SMN, as the bomb gets dropped by Zonix into that bomb site. So plant for short, so definitely going to be an interesting one. 3-on-3 here for the CTs, as they are going to make their way through the smoke now. Godby going to be able to take down one. Going to be on Rubino now against Sonic. Can he do it against Zonix right here? Rubino charging forwards. He knows he doesn't have much time. There's no kit. He can't be messing around. Zonix just has to waste his time as he plays it by the book. Rubino going in around the side, and he can't get to the frag. Zonix is going to take the round, and that's going to be 16-12. That's map 1 done and dusted. And surprisingly, actually, if you look at the start, Alternate are able to swing things back on the T half.